केशवारिकृपापात्रं दीशमादिगुणान्नवं श्रीशटार्यतीशानं देशिकेन्द्रमहं भजे प्रपद्ये निरवध्यानां निषध्यां गुणसम्पदां शरणं भवभीतानां षडगोपमुनीश्वरं श्रीरङ्गेशयतीन्दुना करुणया असौ स्यादिति प्रेक्षितं ख्यातश्रीनृसिंहर्जमुनीत्पादाम्बुजेन्दिन्दिरं दान्तिक्षान्तदयादिभिश्वभगुणैः भान्दं बुधाग्रेसरं श्रीमद्रङ्गषडार्योगिनृपतिं शयोनिधिं संश्रये श्रीमत्श्रीरङ्गपृथ्वीश्वरषडरिपुणा सममीन्द्रेण दृष्टं तस्थात्मानं नृसिंहे नरहरिषडजिद्योगिने तु प्रसादात् प्राज्ञं श्रीरङ्गकारिप्रभो यतिपते प्राप्तलक्ष्मी नृसिंहास्थानं सेवे यतीन्द्रं सकलगुणनिधिं विररघ्वीक्षटारिं श्रीरङ्गनाथषडगोपि यतीन्द्रदृष्टं लक्ष्मी नृसिंहषडजित्करुणैकपात्रं श्रीरङ्गवीररघुराट् षडगोपकृत्यं वेदान्तदेशिकेतीन्द्रमहं प्रपद्ये श्रीमद्रङ्गषडारिसम्भमिवराल्लब्धागमान्तद्वयं श्रीमद्वीररघुत्वहात्रिषडजित्पादारविन्दाश्रयं श्रीमद्वेदवदं सदेशिकेतेः कारुण्यवीक्षास्पदं सेवे रङ्गधुरीनशासनवसं नारायणं योगिनं वेदान्तदेशिकेतीन्द्रकटाक्षलब्धत्रियन्तसारमनद्विगुणं बुधाग्र्यं नारायणात्यतिदुर्कृपाभिषिक्तं श्रीरङ्गनाथदिशेखरमाश्रयामः श्रीमते शिवं षडगोप श्रीलक्ष्मीन समदिव्यपादुकासेवक शिवं षडगोप श्रीरङ्गषडगोपीतीन्द्रमहादेशिकाय नमः श्रीमते शिवं षडगोप श्री वीरराघषडगोपीतीन्द्रमहादेशिकाय नमः श्रीमते शिवं षडगोप श्री वेदान्तदेशिकेतीन्द्रमहादेशिकाय नमः श्रीमते श्रीलक्ष्मीन समदिव्यपादुकासेवक शिवं षडगोप श्री नारायण यतीन्द्रमहादेशिकाय नमः श्रीमते शिवं षडगोप श्री रङ्गनाथ यतीन्द्रमहादेशिकाय नमः. I think A.M.R. Kannan Swami has arrived and yeah, take it over, Swami. Over to you.
Namaskaram, everybody. How you guys are doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, thank you. Thank you, Narayana Prasad Swami.
I'm doing an amazing job.
What is that?
I'm doing amazing.
You are doing amazing? Fantastic.
Yeah.
How about others?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
Very good.
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good.
Very good, very good. Okay. All right. Today we are going to see.
Doing amazing.
Okay. That's fantastic. So today we are going to do not a story session, but I want to take you through some of the unique Uthsavams at various Divya Desams, various temples. In some places it's Uthsavam, some places it's a kind of an unique event or something like that. I want you to take through that. The reason that I'm doing it, we hear a lot of stories. We are all here in America, but nothing is being in India and being there during those Utsavam. It's just a different experience altogether. You just mingle with people. It's so much energy, and the way that they are doing Kainkaryam. And when we are going through each and every Utsavam, one thing that you will notice that nothing was done in random. Like nothing was done, okay, we do this one, there's no there's a lot of thinking behind each and everything, every Utsavam that's been celebrated, right? Utsavam means celebrations, festivities, right? So when they are designing these things, it's just amazing how much thought process went into these Uthsavams. And it may take, today, I may able to finish something today, or it may just spill over to another session. That's okay. We will see whatever, however long we can go. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, I'm going to share my computer sound also, share it. Okay, from the photo, I'm sure you will be able to identify this temple. Which temple is this? Anybody?
Ahobilam.
Ahobilam. We are going to start with Ahobilam, and we are going to go to different Divya Desams. And there is no an order or anything, but we being in Ahobila Matam, for our Sishyas and even our Sampradayam, this Ahobilam is very important. And Tirumangayalvar, when he did Mangalasasanam, he started all the way from north, from Badri, and then he went to, slowly, one by one, he was coming from north to south. So that's kind of the idea that I have here. It's kind of north to south. Let's go here. And the very first Utsavam I want to talk today is, before we get into that, today is the Shravana Nakshatram in India, but it's a Shravana Nakshatram yesterday in United States. The Kartikeya Shravanam is very important. That is the day Srimad Mukkur Alagiya Singer became the Peethadipati. For Ahobila Matam. Mukkur Alagiya Singer was one of the amazing person. At the age of 84, he had a dream in Srirangam, and he was ordained by Lord Ranganatha himself, come to Srirangam and build this Rajagopuram, which was known as Mottai Gopuram. Mottai Gopuram means, Mottai means what? There's no hair, right? Something like that. It's just a flat little piece of, tower, which never had anything beyond a single story. So Ranganatha himself said, okay, come and build this one. And immediately at the age of 84, even when we are becoming like a little bit older, what do we say? Well, we find a lot of reasons, right? We find a lot of reasons to not to do things. But here is a Mahan who is extraordinary willpower, with so much willpower. And he decided, yes, I can do this one. Not because I can do this one. It's because it's ordained by none other than Lord Ranganatha himself. So I'm going to do this Kainkariam through me, he is going to get it done. And it's a 283 feet tall. And a few years back, I was able to go all the way up on the top of that tower on the Gopuram, because there is a little bit of staircase goes inside, because it's just an architectural marvel, right? You see the little diaphragm everywhere. Everywhere you see a little bit of squarish diaphragm, right? Little bit of hole. Those holes are there to circulate air, because when you go all the way top, the air is... Sorry?
I have a question.
Sure.
I thought you shouldn't be above the level of Perumal.
Good question. It's when you are going on the Vimanam, you should not go on top of Perumal. Whereas this has nothing to do with Perumal. It was outside the temple. That is why, they allowed us to go all the way up there, just to, when the Archakas do the Kainkariam, when they do the Samprokshanam, all those things, they all go upside. But this one, we went there to take a picture of entire Sriranga Vimanam and everything, so that we can share it with bunch of people. You are right.
It's above the entrance?
I'm sorry?
So it's above the entrance?
It is above, yeah, it's beyond the entrance of the temple. It's all the way outside. When you go in Srirangam, somebody, we talked about that Sapta Pragaram. About the Sapta Pragaram, you need to keep going towards the Kaveri River, and it's a huge, beautiful monumental structure in the south entrance of the Srirangam temple. So the diaphragm that you guys see in the center are all there to circulate air. And when you go all the way above on the top, it's just a beautiful view. And at this age, we get a little bit of blood pressure going up and down. Whereas Alagiya Singer, at the age of 84, he started this Kainkariam, and he was going all the way up and down. When every day, when the Kainkariam was actually done, and it was started in 1979, completed in 1987. So during that time, Alagiya Singer was going almost at that age. Alagiya Singer was there until 97 years old. He was there 1992. Alagiya Singer attained Paramapadam, but until then he was there actively involved in Kainkariam. But this Mahan, what he was doing is almost every day he was just going above, up and down all the way making sure the construction work is getting done as per plan. So he was there, he was instrumental, and he did this beautiful Kainkariam to Lord Ranganatha. He offered that to Perumal. So this clearly tells us, yes, the age or nothing matters, because at that time, when he started this huge Kainkariam, he didn't have enough money at the Matam to complete this. But you know what? He believed in one thing, that is, it is Ranganatha's divine will. I will get it done, because it is again not me. It is going, through me. This whole thing is going to be done by Lord Ranganatha himself. So he had that kind of that ultimate sacrifice. He had that Sattviga Tyagam he already did at the lotus feet of Ranganatha. And of course, when Ranganatha decides, he gave Arage Singer so much willpower, and he gave so much Arage Singer the strength to get this whole thing, beautiful Rajagopuram done. And even today, it is there. It is beautifully, there, and it is one of the tallest tower in such types in the entire Asia. So it's a beautiful offering for Lord Ranganatha, and we need to remember Srimad Arage Singer today for that. So with that, we'll go to the Uthsavams. There are many Uthsavams done, in various temples. You have the first one is called Avatara Uthsavam. Avatara Utsavam is normally done when the Perumal's Pratishtha happen. Like Lord Ranganatha, it is Revati Nakshatram. In Srirangam, Vibhishana came to Srirangam on the day of Panguni Revati. In the Palguna month, in the Revati Nakshatram, he brought Perumal to Srirangam. So the Brahmotsavam or the Adi Brahmotsavam is always done to coincide with the Panguni Revati. And then similarly in Kanchipuram, what is the Nakshatram for Perumal? Kanchipuram Devadirajan. Anybody?
Kanchipuram.
Hastam, exactly, Hastam. So Hasta Nakshatram, during the Hasta Nakshatram in Kanchipuram, they celebrate beautifully the Avatara Utsavam. And then I'm just going through some of the Utsavam that is normally done in our temples. One is called Panchaparva Utsavam. Panchaparva Utsavam is done on a daily day, on a every month basis. Panchaparvam means Pancha means Anj, right? 5. Parvam means there are 5 types of the seasonal Utsavams. The 5 season is in a month there are 2 Ekadashis which come. The Masa Sankramanam, the beginning of the month. What is this month for our solar month? What is this month called? Kartige, excellent. Kartige Masam or Vrishchiga Masam. Couple of days back it came, right? It started couple of days back. So during the Sankramanam, at the beginning of the month of our solar month, Perumal will have a Thirumanjanam in the morning, and that is across the board, everywhere, in every temple, right? Panchaparva is, so at the beginning of the month, Perumal will have a Thirumanjanam. 2 Ekadashi, Perumal will have Thirumanjanam in the evening, there is a Purapadu, Utsavam will be there. And then the third one is the Perumal's Nakshatram itself, like Shravana Nakshatram. Kanchipuram Devadirajan will have a Utsavam. Hasta Nakshatram, Kanchipuram Devadirajan will have a Utsavam. Revati Nakshatram, Lord Ranganatha will have a Utsavam. Rohini Nakshatram, Trivallikeni, Pathasari Perumal will have a Utsavam. Revati Nakshatram again, Kanchipuram Diva Prakasa Perumal, he will have a Utsavam. So they are all Panchaparva Utsavam, part of that every month. So 2 Ekadashis, one at the beginning of the month, the solar month, and then the Perumal's Nakshatram, and then the last one is the Amavasya. On the Amavasya day, every Amavasya, that is the new moon day, Perumal will have Thirumanjanam in the morning, evening you will have a Purapadu. So that is called Panchaparva Utsavam. That is almost done across all the temples, depending on the Perumal's Nakshatram will change, but other 4 will never change. The 2 Ekadashi, Amavasya, and the Sankramanam at the beginning of the solar month will never change. And according to the Perumal's Nakshatram, the 5th one will change. Right. The other one, we all know Brahmotsavam. Brahmotsavam, the one that was started by Brahma himself, very befitting at the Kanchipuram, because Perumal's Vikragam was done, the installation of the Pratishthabhana was done by none other than Brahma himself. Once the Brahma is done, he wants to do a Utsavam. Brahmotsavam also means the big Utsavam. So the Brahma word means the one that, you know, the creator, or the who given the job of creation by Perumal himself, right? That is Brahma, but it was also the big Utsavam. Normally it is done for 10 days. It will start with the Dwaja Arohanam, means a flag hoisting. A Garuda flag will just go all the way in the Dwajastambam, the flag mast, and Perumal will have the Utsavam. And during that 10-day Utsavam, normally nobody will leave that Gramam. They will always be there. So no travel will be allowed during that time if you happen to be there. So they want to make sure that everybody should enjoy. People should not leave the place. So the Brahmotsavam is in many temples it's done one time. Yeah, once. Yeah, well, every year the Brahmotsavam will be done once a year. Some temples it is done twice a year. In Sri Rangam it is done thrice a year, something like that. So different temples have different ways of performing Brahmotsavam. Yes, go ahead.
In Brahmotsavam, why is there only 10 days? I mean, why is there 10 days?
Not necessary. They want to start with, it's like a, there is a 9 days, 10 days Utsavam are there. In Mannargudi, they have 18 days Utsavam. So depending on the temple, they change that Brahmotsavam. The Agama stipulate, because we do not want to have 15 days Utsavam or 5 days. We need to have a kind of a stipulated time, right? It normally starts at the beginning of the Perumal's Nakshatram or at the end of the Perumal's Nakshatram. That's how the Brahmotsavam is planned. Suppose in Sri Rangam, it will start at the beginning of Perumal's Nakshatram. That is, every Utsavam will start Rohini Nakshatram. And the Brahmotsavam will go all the way to Thayar's Nakshatram. Panguni Uttara Nakshatram will be the last one. And they will be, on that day, they will have the culmination. Right? Panguni Uttara Adi Brahmotsavam. Start with Rohini Nakshatram. Perumal's Nakshatram is Rohini Nakshatram. So it will go all the way there. So there is no in Agamas, they have 9 days Utsavam, 10 days Utsavam. They have not given exactly the reason why they have it, but we need to have something like within that period of time, right? You can have it because for Perumal, every day it's a Utsava. So they want to start in a timely manner and end it in a timely manner so that there will be more and more Utsavam. But in Mannargudi, there is a difference. In Mannargudi, you have 18 days of Utsavam, 18 days of morning, evening. They have so many Vaganas, beautiful Vaganas, and the Mannargudi Rajagopalan has so many days of Utsavam. So there is no a stipulated only 10 days. Different temples do have different ways of performing Brahmotsavam. Good question. And then the Pavitrodsavam is the purification. In a year, so many times when we do the, at the end of the Thiruvaradhanam, every day at the end of the Thiruvaradhanam, there is one shloka almost everybody says, Upachara Badeshena Kridana Haraharmaya Apachara Niman Sarvan Kshamasva Purushottama. O Purushottama, you are the supreme of everybody. I am the imperfection of everything. You are the total perfection. I am the total imperfection. With this, I offer all my upacharam. In the name of upacharam or in the name of offering, I do all kinds of apacharam. I do all kinds of things that I'm not supposed to do. Please forgive me. Please take this puja as if it is done with pure heart at your lotus feet. So the Pavitrodsavam is one of those Utsavams called a purification Utsavam, where they do all like a 7 days, it's 5 days or 7 days. They start with the Utsavam and then they do the kind of a purification ceremony for everything. So throughout the year, whatever the flaws that man-made in mantram or tantram or anywhere there is a lopam, means there is a flaw. All those things should be rectified through this Utsavam, a Pavitrodsavam. And that is the purification Utsavam. Other Utsavam, in some point, many temples, they have this Utsavam called Dolotsavam or Unjal Utsavam, where Perumal will come in a nice swing and our Krishna is having every day. Our Dole Kannan is having that kind of Utsavam on a everyday basis. That's why he's called Dole Kannan, because he comes in a Dolo all the time. Is every Utsavam is done in a beautiful Dole, right? And then the others, there are seasonal Utsavam. Vasanta Utsavam is during the springtime. During the springtime, they celebrate Perumal with all the flowers and fragrance and everything. During the spring season, the Vasantotsavam celebrated. Again, across the temples everywhere, it is either 3 days, 5 days, or 7 days, Vasantotsavam celebrate. Davana Utsavam, there is a flower, there is a very, very fragrant, it's there in Ranganatha's second photo. On the back side, you see the green one that is called Davanam. So that kind of Davana Utsavam, when that is in abundance, they fill the whole place with Davanam, and then with it's such a very normally done sometime in the month of Panguni and Chittirai. That is a time like March, April. That is a time when you get all kinds of beautiful fragrant flowers, right? That is the Davana Utsavam. And then of course the Koda Utsavam. Koda is the summer time. Summer Utsavam is when it is very, very hot. So you want to offer something very, very nice and cold and cool stuff to Perumal. So they offer like cucumber. They offer like, panagam. They offer, Perumal has Yalanir. Yalanir, they will, we offer it during Thirumanjanam, but Perumal will have it during the Thiruvaranam itself, the Perumal will have Yalanir. That kind of Utsavam. And in Srirangam, this Kodai Utsavam is called Puchattu Utsavam. Puchattu Utsavam, you see the front of Ranganatha. On the right hand side, you see the back side of the Ranganatha Perumal, where he has a shawl, a beautiful shawl made with lot of fragrant flowers. That entire shawl is made up of fragrant flower, and he will wear that shawl. Yes, go ahead.
What's a shawl?
Shawl? This is the shawl, the one that I'm wearing. This is a shawl, like a porvai, right? So Perumal will have like a dupatta, right? You wear a dupatta. Like the dupatta, he will wear. The only difference, the dupatta is not a cloth made. It's completely made with flowers. Awesome fragrant flowers with a lot of colorful things. The backside picture on the right hand side picture, you see front Perumal Ranganatha. On the right hand side, you see the back, and that is actually Puchattu. It's a chattu means a shawl. A shawl is made with completely pu, will be offered to Lord Ranganatha. And of course, there is a Utsavam called Adhyayana Utsavam. And we are going to talk about just the Adhyayana Utsavam itself in another session next month. We are going to talk about what is Adhyayana Utsavam, why it is important, and because we are going to celebrate Adhyayana Utsavam. We have been celebrating for Dole Kannan Adhyayana Utsavam for the past several years. This year also it will be celebrated in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you all happen to be there, you need to maintain the social distance, but you could always come and be there for the beautiful Utsavam, Adhyayana Utsavam. So these are the general Utsavam kind of done across the temple in various temples. But what I am going to talk today is some of the very, very unique Utsavams done at various places. Let us see how far we can go today. Okay, so this is a big Utsavam. Ahobilam, in Ahobila Kshetram, there is a Utsavam called Parvette Utsavam. You may ask, why is this unique? But before we get into Ahobilam, I want to talk about this place. This place is called Nallamalla Forest. Nallamalla Forest is the forest, a huge forest range in Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, it is ranging from Tirumala, Tirupati, and it goes all the way to Sri Sailam.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
What is the name of the river in the picture?
I don't know, buddy, because the Nallamalla Forest has so many rivers. I don't know which part of this one is there. It could be Krishna River. In Ahobilam there is another river. So there are so many rivers. This forest encompasses. It's a huge forest coming all the way from Tirumala Tirupati and go to Sri Sailam. So the Tirumala Tirupati is supposed to be, this entire forest was supposed to be the Adisesha himself. Adisesha himself has taken a huge forest shape, and he was there, and on the Siras, on the head portion, he is holding Lord Srinivasa. So the Tirumala Tirupati is the beginning. And in the Hridayam, where in the heart portion, who is he having? He is having Ahobila Kshetram, in the Ahobila Kshetram. And in the tail end, tail end is the place where normally when we go to Perumal, who will be there at the tail end on the feet? Normally the devotees will be there at the tail end. So the Lord's devotee, Lord Shiva, he was there at the Sri Sailam in the Sri Sailam area. There's a temple for Lord Shiva, and he is there. He is the devotee of Perumal. So his temple was there at the tail end of that Nallamala forest range. In this forest, there were so many rivers are there, and in that forest, there are people who are living, the native people who are living in that forest. In Ahobilam area, one such huge tribes are called Chenchus. Chenchus are the people, tribal people who lived there. And what happened? Hello? Chenchus, the king of Chenchu, he had a beautiful daughter, and her name is Chenchulakshmi. Chenchulakshmi was none other than an avataram of Tayar himself. She came, took a birth of this king's son, and she wants to obviously marry Perumal only. So she wants to marry, and this entire story was done in Ahobila Kshetram, and that Utsavam is celebrated. You may ask me, why this everywhere there is a Kalyana Utsavam celebrated? Why this Utsavam is unique? I'll tell you why this Utsavam is unique. The uniqueness of this one is, we all heard Adivan Chadagopa Swami's story, right? At the beginning of Adivan Chadagopa Swami's story, Perumal gave him something. Perumal told him something. What did he say? He said, Perumal said to Adivan Chadagopa Swami, Grame Gatwa, go to every village, right? Go to every village, take me and spread the the doctrine of prapatti. Show them how to do prapatti to everybody, right? That's what Perumal told. You know what Perumal said? You know what? I told Adivan Chadagopa Swami to propagate, but I'm also going to do my part. And what Perumal does during this Parvetai Utsavam, this Parvetai Utsavam is again done like 45 days. 45 days, Perumal will non-stop go to various villages. Do you know how many 45 days non-stop? From morning to evening, he will constantly traveling to different places in a
I have a
palanquin.
question.
Yes, in a palanquin and across this Chenchu area. The Chenchu area is where all the tribals are there. During that, in that place, in Kurnool district, in Kadapa, the Perumal will visit almost 33 villages. For what? To invite Chenchulakshmi's all the relatives for his wedding. So here is a unique situation. Normally, when the bride and groom, when they are there, the Mapulle will not go to anybody's place. He will be staying one thing. But because Perumal is completely with Saulabhyam, he goes to every village and tells them, hey guys, I'm getting married. With whom? With one of your girls. So what, your own family, come for my wedding. He does that one even today. This 45 days Utsavam is just beautiful. I want to show you the video, but before we get into that, I want to ask, try to answer your question. Go ahead.
No,
Yes.
my question was like how much villages he went to. You already answered that.
Okay. So Perumal will go to this 33 villages, but I want to see this one, show you this video. It's just a beautiful one where Perumal will start from Ahobila Kshetram and he will visit different places. And let's go here. Can you guys see it? The YouTube video?
No.
No, we can't see.
Okay, one second. I'm just going to go back here. I want to show you the Ahobilam. How many of you have gone to Ahobilam? Many? Some of you?
I have went there to get my Samarsanam.
Okay. Ahobilam is a beautiful, beautiful place, very hot place. It's in Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh. And when you go there, you have Navanarasimha, 9 Narasimhas around all over the place where you can have darshan of Perumal, right? But there is one Narasimha out of this Navanarasimhas. One Narasimha is called Pavana Narasimha. In Karnataka, in Andhra, they call Pamulya Narasimha. When you go there, it's a very, that trekking is very, very tricky. And I want to show you what kind of animals will come when you go trekking. But don't worry, they are actually afraid of all these animals are afraid of humans as we are afraid of them, right? It's very mutual, right? But I want to show you the kind of animals that you are going to see when you just walk for Pavana Narasimha. It was like almost 25, 30 years back. Adiyan had the opportunity to go all the way. At that time, it was not this, there was not this much infrastructure, but this time it's pretty good. But I want to show you this video. It's pretty cool. And then Perumal goes through all this villages and all this forest for 45 days with big dance, and everything follows him. Unbelievable for 45 days. I want to show you the kind of things that we are going to see on the way from Upper Ahobilam to Pavana Narasimha. Ready, guys? Okay, give me a second. Okay, I'm sure you would have seen this one, but this is and he is not the only one. It's going to take it'll take another 30 seconds. Look at that. There's another friend is just joining him on the back. This is all on the way to Pavana Narasimha's place from Upper Ahobilam. Look at that. There's another little cat is just joining him. And he is ready to just sit there, wait for the car to move. And there's one more on the side. And there's already 3 here, 3 big cats. And he wants to explore what's going on here. Who are these people? They don't belong here. It's only Lord Lakshmi Narasimha and us. Why are these people are even visiting us, right? That's why Alvar says, Deivamallal Chellavanna, Singavard Kunname. In those days, only Devatas can even go. Okay. And then there's another one is waiting there, right? So I'm going to stop sharing that. We'll go back.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Like, did those animals, are they dangerous?
Well, they are dangerous, but normally when we go to Ahobilam, you will not see these kind of things. It's a very rare thing that people are able to shoot it. But normally they don't come, and the fear is mutual, in the sense when we are afraid of them, they are equally afraid of us, of men, and they may get killed, so they don't even come closer anywhere wherever we go. But normally the Pavana Narasimha is always go in a group of people, and then they normally go on a daytime, come back in the daytime, so that we start morning 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then we come back around 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a beautiful trekking, but on the way there's no danger. This one was done maybe 2 to 3 years back, but it was not done even 30 years back. When we went there, there was nothing. Only 6 people went there, and there's nothing to afraid, because whenever we talk and think about Lord Lakshmi Narasimha, he will always be with us and he will protect us. So Pavana Narasimha is not dangerous or anything, but I want to show you how the kind of villages and the forest Perumal will go through for 45 days. And because of this vadyam and all the noise and everything, normally all the animals will be scared and they won't even come out. They will go and be in hiding until this procession goes through. That is the reason why they make all kinds of noise and the band and everything. But it is 45 days. non-stop Perumal will go around. It's a Parvetai Utsavam, and he will go and invite all the villages. If somebody says, well, the Sanatana Dharma is only for few people, there are many people who got not being part of the mainstream. No, it is part of all those tribals were invited. Perumal himself goes and invite them and tell them, come and join me for the wedding. And I want to show you this. And this whole thing was done. This Chenchilakshmi Ahobila Narasimha Kalyanam is done as a beautiful, beautiful Sanskrit drama by Sriman Shatakopa, Sri Shatakopa Idindra Mahadeshkan. He was the 7th Aragiya singer, 7th Pattam Aragiya singer. He was also from Kanchipuram, and he did this beautiful poetry, a play in Sanskrit called Vasantika Parinayam. Chenchilakshmi's other name is Vasantika. Vasantika Parinayam is wedding of Vasantika, is done in beautiful Sanskrit, and it is available in English translation. It's a very good, it's available online at shadagopan.org. But the Vasantika Parinayam is the wedding, the divine wedding of Perumal and Chenchilakshmi Tayar. And that's what the drama was done by Srimad Aragiya Singer of 7th Pattam. But now I want to show you that two things in Ahobila Kshetram. I want to show you. The one is, let's go here. Let's give me a second. Okay, I'm just going to.
I can't see your screen.
Yes. Give me a second. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to go to share again. And this time I'm going to show this Narasimha Swami. Okay, let me just make this one full screen. Let me just go here. This is in Telugu, but just listen to this.
మకర సంక్రాంతి ముగిసిన పార్వేట ఉత్సవం రోజు నుంచి కూడా భగవంతుడు తన దేవస్థానం నుంచి కిందికి దిగి వచ్చి ప్రతి గ్రామంలోని భక్తులను ప్రత్యేకంగా తన కళ్యాణానికి రావాలంటూ ఆహ్వానిస్తాడు. అసలు ఈ ఆహ్వానం ఎప్పటి నుంచి సాగుతుంది? ఈ ఆచార సంప్రదాయం ఎందుకు నెలకొంది? భగవంతుడు తరలి వచ్చేటప్పుడు గ్రామాల్లో ఏర్పడే సందడేంటి? దానిపైన
That on the left hand side you see Prahlada Varada, the Utsava Murti. On the right hand side you see the Narasimha, Lord Narasimha himself, Ahobila Narasimha is there on the right hand side. So both the Utsava Murtis, they go around in this palanquin, in this pallaki, and then it's 45 days continuously visiting 33 villages across Kurnool district. It is one of the phenomenal things, and they don't do it through any car or anything. Everything was done by foot. It's just a beautiful, even if you cannot make it for 45 days, like couple of days, just being there and going around and seeing the devotion of these devotees, it's just phenomenal. It's beautiful. We'll watch for a few more minutes.
గ్రామస్తులు ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు? హెచ్ఎంటీవీ ప్రత్యేక కథనంలో.
అచ్చ తెలుగు పండగ సంక్రాంతి పర్వదినాన్ని ఆంధ్రులంతా 3 రోజులు జరుపుకుంటే, అహోబిల క్షేత్ర పరిసర గ్రామాల ప్రజలు మాత్రం 41 రోజుల పాటు జరుపుకుంటారు. కనుమ రోజు అహోబిల నారసింహుడు ఆలయం వదిలి.
You see, those girls were dancing. They are all belong to the Chenchu family. She's having a bow and arrow because they are hunters, and hunters, they actually always hold bow and arrow in their hand, and they are symbolically playing that one. They do dance and everything because they are, Perumal is their son-in-law. Perumal is their son-in-law, and they just enjoy that beautiful moment, thinking that you are our what do you call, Mapala, right? You are our son-in-law, so we are going to welcome you. And these people will do, all the tribal people will gather, and they will just make a beautiful welcoming reception for Perumal.
బయటకు రాగానే అక్కడ ఒక్కో గ్రామంలో సంక్రాంతి ఉత్సవాలు మొదలవుతాయి. ఆళ్లగడ్డ నియోజకవర్గ పరిధిలోని 4 మండలాలు 35 గ్రామాల.
It will start on the day of Makara Masa. It will go for 45 days. After that, in Palguna Masa, that is Panguni Masam, Perumal will have the Kalyana Utsavam.
ప్రజలకు స్వామివారు తన వివాహ ఆహ్వానం పలుకుతారు. ఆళ్లగడ్డ, రుద్రవరం, ఉయ్యాలవాడ, సిరివెల్ల మండలాల పరిధిలో ఈ గ్రామాలున్నాయి. 600 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి ఈ ఉత్సవం ఇలాగే నడుస్తోంది. ఈ ఉత్సవాన్ని పరువేట ఉత్సవం అంటారు. అహోబిల నరసింహస్వామి ఫాల్గుణ శుద్ధ పున్నమి నాడు తన దేవేరి చెంచులక్ష్మిని వివాహం ఆడతారు. ఆనాడు ఈ మహోత్సవానికి బ్రహ్మాది దేవతలు తరలివచ్చి స్వయంగా జరిపించారని చరిత్ర చెబుతోంది. అయితే
So Perumal is beyond any of the social divisions that we have. Perumal is beyond any of the language barriers we have. Perumal is beyond all the cultural things, because in India, when you go from one state to another state, their food habits are different, their language is different, their culture is different from what we are following. But Perumal shows I am there for everybody, and that is the beauty of this Sanatana Dharmam. I want to show you one more video clip. It just let me just show you that. I'm just going to okay. I'm going to stop the sharing, and I'm going to go back and then share one more video. Give me a second. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, I'm going to give me a second. It's just loading. But it just that being there for 45 days. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the internet down? Okay, I think internet was down for 1 second. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to take this one, share the screen.
కుండ్రం అంటే కొండ. ఆ యొక్క సింగుండ్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి భగవంతుణ్ణి తిరుమంగయ్య ఆళ్వార్ 10 పాసులతో మంగళాశాసనం చేశారు. నల్లనెంజే నామ్ తొழுதும் నమ్ముడ నంబెరుమాన్ అని మంగళాశాసనం చేశారు. అటువంటి అహోబిల క్షేత్రంలో మాత్రమే, అంటే 108 దివ్య తిరుపతులలో ఎక్కడా కూడా కళ్యాణ మహోత్సవం లేదు. ఇంకా చెప్పాలి అంటే నిత్య కళ్యాణ చక్రవర్తిగా చెప్పబడేటువంటి తిరుమల వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి కూడా బ్రహ్మోత్సవంలో.
So this is at the end of 45 days, everybody was invited, right? All the people will be there, and our archakas, the Pradhana Archaka in Ahobilam, doing the Kalyana Utsavam for Perumal. All the tribal people will be there watching this beautiful Utsavam. So it's a beautiful community Utsavam together. Everybody, and this is done normally in the month of Palguna Masa, that is Panguni Masa. Perumal will have the Utsavam and the Tirukalyana Utsavam, and you could see Tirumangalya Dharanam is going to happen. With that, we'll go to the next Utsavam. Give me a second. It's going to, I don't want to miss this beautiful opportunity. And he is doing the Chenchulakshmi Tayar, and they are going to do the Kalyana, Tirukalyanam. So you can go and look for Chenchulakshmi Kalyana Utsavam in YouTube, and you will see this video. He is Prahalada Varada, and right behind him, right on his side, is Chenchulakshmi Kalyana. So beautiful again. 45 days Utsavam. It's a lot of work for Archakas, but it's just span over a period of 45 days, going to different places in 33 villages. Right? Okay, we'll go to the next unique festival. What's the time we have? Okay, we have done only one temple, and we went for almost 50 minutes. Give me a second. We'll go to the next Utsavam. I'll try to go for. Okay, let me share this one again. So we talked about one with Perumal going around in the evenings and late nights and everything. So now we need to talk about one with Alvars. right? That's another one. This one is the another Utsavam. Tirumangayalvar's Vedubari Utsavam in Tiruvali Tirunagari. Look at this Alvar. He is not afraid of even Perumal. He always asks Perumal what he wants with his sword and the veil and everything in his hand. And that is why he's called Kaliyan. He means, well, Perumal, you give me all these things. And that kind of, is a very tough Alvar, right? So Tirumangay Alvar, this picture was taken in Kanchipuram, and the Tirumangay Alvar Vedubari Utsavam is just another beautiful Utsavam. Before we get into Vedubari Utsavam, let me just explain to you what is Vedubari Utsavam, okay? And then we want to talk about the wedding. Panguni Uttaram Day. What is Panguni Uttaram Day? We all know a very important significance of Panguni Uttaram Day. What happens on Panguni Uttaram Day?
Tayar's Nakshatram.
Fantastic. On that day, what happens?
Ramanuja composed Ramanuja did
Yes, Ramanuja did Sharanagati Gadyam, and then did Prapatti at the lotus feet of Perumal and Tayar, right? That is the beautiful thing about Panguni Uttaram. But in Srirangam, it is a very traditional thing. On the day, what happens? It is Serthi Utsavam. Serthi means what? Together. Excellent. Fantastic. You guys know. Okay. But I want to ask you a question. In Srirangam, they are having Serthi Utsavam, together Utsavam, but there was no wedding happen in Srirangam. How can you have a reception? Serthi means nothing but reception. During the reception time, the bride and groom, they will all, post together. All the people will come and give them nice gifts and everything. After that, they will have some dinner, right? That is the traditional Indian wedding, right? But there was no wedding. How can you have reception without a wedding, right? That's a normal question, right? But the wedding happens not in Srirangam, in another place. In the Kaveri river, there are 5 Rangakshetram, Pancha Rangakshetram. 5 Ranganathas are there, and 1 Ranganatha is in Tiruvali Tirunagari. Tiruvali Tirunagari is the Avatara Sthalam, birthplace of Kaliyan, Tirumangayalvar, right? Tirumangayalvar's birthplace. In that Perumal, in that Divya Desam, the Perumal is known as Kalyana Ranganatha. So the Kalyana Utsavam happens in Tiruvali Tirunagari. The Serthi happens Srirangam Ranganatha. So Kalyanam happens on the previous day, on the around like on the Panguni Uttaram day, right? Before that Panguni Uttaram day, previous day, around 3:30, Perumal Ranganatha, Kalyana Ranganatha will go from Tiruvali to Tirunagari. It's another village nearby, and he will go to Ranganatha, and Tayar will go there, and they will have a beautiful Kalyana Utsavam. You see that one? People will assemble, they will have Kalyana Utsavam. At the end of the Kalyana Utsavam, okay, the bride and groom, they decided to go back to their ancestor village, that is Tirunagari. They want to go back there. What happened? The news immediately goes, there is a wedding procession is coming on our way. And who is Tirumangayalvar? Tirumangayalvar wants to take money from people who have a lot of money and give it to people who don't have money. Give it to Bhagavad Aradhanam. Give it to people who don't have anything. So he was our Robin Hood, right? He was trying to take money, not from everybody, only people, wealthy people, and then give it to people who don't have that kind of, who don't even have anything. So because these people are not giving anything. If these people are the wealthy people are already very charitable, doing a lot of charity work, then we don't need to take money from them. But taking money from them and giving that to poor people, that's what he was doing, Bhagavata Kainkaryam. So immediately he came to know he was always waiting for somebody to go after. So there will be spies. After this wedding is over, bunch of spies will go. It's a beautiful Utsavam. You should go to Tiruvali Tirunagari to enjoy that one. Spies will go all the way to Tirumangayalvar Sannadhi, and they will tell Tirumangayalvar, Alvar, there Tirumangai Manna, there's a king, there's a huge wedding reception procession is coming. They seem to be really wealthy. They have a lot of money. I think it's time for us to get into work. What happened? Tirumangayalvar was so elated, and he will start in the evening, after the wedding is over, he will come. So the wedding happens in Tiruvali, Alvar is in Tirunagari. Both the people will come and meet a place called Thirumanankollai. Thirumanankollai is where they will come and meet and Alvar will go. But how Alvar goes from Tirunagari to Thirumanankollai, it is night at 8 o'clock or 8:30. And there won't be any tube light or anything. Of course, at the temple, they will have all kinds of electric light. But Alvar will have lot of Teepandams. Teepandams are like the lanterns. He will take only the lanterns. He will go in a procession. He will attack that crowd, Perumal and Tayar, and he will do the robbery, the night robbery. He will try to take everything. Of course, Perumal gives him the jnanam, and then he will start reciting Vadinen Vadi Varandinen. That's a beautiful Uthsavam, and I want to show you a portion of that. Okay, give me a second. This is after the spies are telling Thirumangai Alvar, it's time to go. And then he will go and look at that pandam. So many pandams, they will follow him all the way in the night time when, it's a really like, look at that lighting that goes along with Alvar. He will go all the way to Thirumanankollai and he will start, asking Perumal, give everything, give all the stuff. He will take everything. And it's just a beautiful Uthsavam. Happens day before Panguni Uttram Day. So day before Panguni Uttram Day, if you go to Tiruvali Tirunagari, you will enjoy this Birdabari Uthsavam. And we also do this Birdabari Uthsavam at for our Dholai, whenever he has Acharya Day Uthsavam, we do that one, right? So I want to, it's going on a circle. So that is the Tiruvali Tirunagari. Tiruvali Tirunagari in the evening, in the night time, they have this Birdabari Uthsavam. I want to show you one more clip of that video, and then we'll go to another Uthsavam. I don't think we can complete all the Uthsavam, but give me a second. Okay. But after everything was done, look at the Kainkaryam of Thirumangai Alvar. I want to show you this one video. Share screen. Go here. Okay. This is called a Vayyali. Vayyali means he's going crisscrossing the whole thing. He's actually inspecting one thing. What is he inspecting? Look at the background, the Ter. The Ter is for Perumal, that is for the next day. He is inspecting 3 times, going back and forth, telling everybody, you can do all kinds of things. When it comes to Perumal, you have to be, when it comes to Kainkaryam, you have to be very vigilant and you need to do whatever that you need to do. You should do your due diligence. So Alvar is going back and forth in the night, checking everything is okay with that Ter, and then he will go there, he will go to his Asthanam, and then Perumal will come later, and Perumal Kalyana Ranganatha will have the Ter Uthsavam, Radhotsavam on the next day morning. So that is a beautiful Uthsavam. In the night time, really in the night time, everything will be done, will start maybe evening, like, it starts like around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It goes almost in the early morning of the next day morning of like 2 to 3 a.m. whole day that Uthsavam will be there. It's just beautiful time. So I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. It's 3:02. Can we have another few minutes? We'll just have one more Utsavam. Okay, good. We'll have. Give me a second. I'll go back to my. Yes. With that, I will finish it, and we will continue, because I want to talk about Swami Desigan's Uthsavam. I want to talk about Anushtana Kula Uthsavam. I want to talk about Swami Desigan Satumare, which is a beautiful Uthsavam, whole day Uthsavam. Swami Desigan Satumare Mangalasasana Uthsavam at Kanchipuram Devadirajan Sanadi. It requires the kind of whole session, an hour or something like that. We will talk about that in another session. But I want to go to the next one. This one is Jiyapura Uthsavam in Srirangam. Jiyapuram is a small village right next to Srirangam. And Perumal goes there because there was a very old lady. That lady will every day she will make some nice curd rice, and she will make some mango pickle, and she will make some kirei, spinach. She will make that one, and then she will offer it to Lord Ranganatha. And she had a small grandchild. His name is also Ranga. Ranga will come, and then he will say, "Party, I need, I'm hungry. Party, give me some food." And then the party will give all the food to the grandchild, and he will eat. And this was going on for a while. But every day she will make sure that Ranganatha, she will offer everything to Srirangam Ranganatha. Jiyapuram is a small village again outside Srirangam. So one day, the little boy, he was having some nice time in Kaveri River. He was just playing in the Kaveri River. What happened? Alas, there was a huge whirlpool came, and it swept away this little kid, and he was just drowning and drowning. He was completely taken. And the party who came, and the party came, and then the party was like having a poor vision, and she was like not even able to see. It is late in the evening. She was asking, Ranga, what happened to Ranga? Where are you, Ranga? You will be very hungry by the time. Why you are not coming and having? And she was looking for this little boy. Of course, what happened to the boy? He is already gone in the Kaveri River. And suddenly a little Ranga came, and he came and then hugged party. I'm very sorry, party. I was just playing with something, but I'm very hungry. Can you give me some mango pickle and curd rice and a little bit of spinach, party? Party said, wow, you are here finally. Come, have this food. And then she gave everything. The little boy ate everything, and he was very happy. Party, I'm going to play with my friends. I'll be back. And then she said, well, come back soon. Don't play for a long time. It's getting dark. Like within 30 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever happened to that boy who has been swept away in Kaveri River, he just gotten up, and he was like, got saved by somebody else. And then he just slowly, regained some energy and just came back to Party's place. And then he said, Party, I'm very hungry, Party. Party was, Arey, few minutes back you came and you took a lot of food. I gave you curd rice. I gave you mango pickle. You ate. No, Party, I did not come. I was away in the Kaveri River. I was swept away in the Kaveri River. I was just drowning, but finally I got saved, Party. Then Party realized who came as little Ranga. It is none other than Ranganatha himself. So just to symbolize that story, even today, every year, during the Panguni Uttara Adi Brahmotsavam time, Perumal will go to Jiyapuram, and he will get curd rice, he will have a little bit of spinach, he will have a little bit of mango pickle, and he will do all kinds of things, he'll have all those things in Jiyapuram. And you have to see how Perumal goes to Jiyapuram. Look at that. Look at that. This is Kaveri River. He is crossing the Kaveri River to get there, and people will be, with so much water and everything. Perumal will go very, very slowly. It's a whole day event. Perumal will leave really early morning. He will cross Kaveri River and he will go to Jiyapuram and he will come back to Srirangam on the same day. It is just a beautiful Utsavam. Whole day you have to experience that along with Perumal, to go there and be with Perumal. Okay, I'm going to stop now because it's already getting late. I want to be respectful of your time. And there is something in the chat window. Okay. Okay, Zoom is scheduled for 90 minutes. Okay, very good. So we have some time. We have more time to go. That's what. So that is a Jiyapura Utsavam. Similarly in Srirangam, there is a Urayur Utsavam where Perumal crosses, long time back. It was just a beautiful thing to see in the night time when there is no light. There was no light. They will have all these lanterns in their hand. Nowadays, of course, everybody is having a cell phone, and then they will show the little bit of light for the Sripadam Tangis. Sripadam Tangis will be holding Perumal's pallak on their shoulder. They will be slowly crossing the Kaveri River to come over to Srirangam back. They do that one even today. That whole Utsavam, Urayur Utsavam, Jiyapura Utsavam is just a beautiful thing. How much Perumal is related to the common people, like whatever we are talking about in Ahobila Kshetram, how he goes to all these tribal areas, 33 villages for 45 days. Similarly, Perumal goes to these different villages to show, I am not somewhere in a pedestal. I am part of you. I am always be with you. The only thing is, you need to hold on to my Tiruvadi. You need to hold on to my hand all the time. When you do that surrender to me, absolute Sharanagati to me, I am always be with you. And that is the, kind of the message Perumal wants us to know from this, all these visits. Perumal is coming all the way from his abode, from his temple to these villages, right? So let's go to the other one. This one is a beautiful, beautiful Utsavam. This is in Alagar Temple. Alagar Temple is where? Anybody?
Madurai.
Madurai. And what is the river in the there's a mountain right behind the temple. There is a river is there. What is that river is called? No, Vaigai is in Madurai, whereas in Alagar Sannadi itself, there is a river coming on that. It's called Silambaru or Silambaru or Nupura Gangai. Okay, Nupura Gangai or Silambaru. So it is like a waterfalls coming. And Perumal will go, it's called Tailakapu Utsavam. It is normally done in the month of Aipasi. Just the last month. It went last month during the month of Aipasi. Perumal will go from downstairs, that is from the downhill all the way to uphill. He will go in that place, and there won't be any, all the buses, everything will be stopped during that time. Perumal will go all the way up there, and when he goes there, the river the river will be just has a small channel. They took a channel out of that river, and that channel will come through this like a waterfalls on top of Perumal. Look at that Perumal. Perumal is here with the hair and everything, right? With the chavari and everything. Perumal will just go and stand in that place. But the beauty of this, see, this water is flowing. That's a river water. Actually, Perumal is coming directly, getting the water from the river. And that water is flowing through Perumal. And I want to show you the next picture, how he will be. Look at that. This Archaka, see, that is the water is coming from the river. And he is the Archaka sitting right next to Perumal. Perumal will be completely taking shower. And Perumal is standing in a, okay, we'll go back here. Perumal will be standing in a small tub. The tub is made up of like a granite, right? So Perumal Karangalla, like a granite Thirumanjana Vedigai. That Thirumanjana Vedigai Perumal will be there. The best thing is when the tub gets filled with water that is taken, after Perumal taking the bath, Thirumanjanam, all of us can take shower in that water. So Archakas will take a sombu or a small pot, take the water and they will put it on us. So you can go and ready to get drenched right in front of Perumal. Perumal is having Tirumanjanam. And you can also have bath in front of Perumal with all men and women, everybody will take, with their dhotis and everything, they will go, and then the Archakas will just pour the water on them, and we will all have a nice bath in front of Perumal, asking Perumal, please get rid of like our all this external dirt. Like that, please get rid of our internal dirt also, Perumal, with this water. So the Nupura Gangai Tirumanjanam is a very unique Tirumanjanam in Madurai, in Tirumalarunjolai, and the Tailaka Uthsavam. Perumal has the shower, and with that water, we can also have the shower right in front of the Perumal. And then in the evening, Perumal will slowly come back in the evening, and if you know the Archakas, they will give you the prasadam right in front of you, and and Perumal will be having the prasadam inside. You can have the prasadam just outside. So the whole day is with Alagar. It's just the Sundara Bahu, is also known as Sundara Bahu, right? It's just a beautiful time. You be with Perumal whole day. You take shower. You have food with Perumal, and then in the evening he will come back to his abode in the lower hill of Tirumalarunjolai. So the best part, that water is so refreshing. That water is so refreshing when they pour that water on us, as if all our problems, all our little bit of ailments, all our illness, whatever we have, all those things are already cured because of the pure water, the pure air, and the pure environment they have. It's just a beautiful Uthsavam, Tirumalarunjolai Alagar Tailaka Uthsavam, done in the month of Aipasi. Okay.
So it's like playing in a water park?
Exactly. Very well said. Yes, it's almost being in a water park. The only difference is Perumal is taking right in front of you the shower, and he's also giving you the idea of taking shower with him, along with him. So this photograph Adiyan took almost like 30 years back, and I still remember that beautiful time that, how the Archakas took the water and poured on each one of us. There will be a big crowd. These days everybody knows about this Uthsavam. 30 years back it was all kept like very, very local. People only would know, only the people who knows the intricacies of the Divya Desam, they would know those things. But these days a lot of people will be there. But still, it is just a beautiful Uthsavam. You will have like maybe 500 to 1,000 people, but every one of them will get water. And of course, in COVID situation, it's very tricky, but things will become better in the next year. So if you have opportunity, maybe in 2 to 3 years time, go and have this beautiful Uthsavam. Okay, what's the time now? I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, 3:15. I have more Uthsavams. I have Tirumalarunjolai Uthsavam. I have Anushthanakula Uthsavam and Kanchipuram. And maybe with Anushthanakula Uthsavam, I will complete this whole thing. How about that? Yeah, 3:15. I'll take it for another 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Anushthanakula Uthsavam. You guys remember Ramanuja's story? What happened Ramanuja when his Acharya took him to Vindhyas, and then he said, come with me to North India. We are going on a pilgrimage. Yadav Prakasha took Ramanuja, right? What happened in the Vindhya hills?
So Ramanuja's cousin told him, it's a trap.
Yes, it's a trap.
He went a different way into the forest and got lost. Then
Exactly.
Taya went as a huntress, and then saved him, but like making him go near Kanchipuram.
Yeah, exactly. That is the Uthsavam celebrated in Kanchipuram. That is the Uthsavam where Ramanuja got saved by Kanchipuram Devadiraja by taking the posture of a hunter, right? He will come in the form of a hunter. Tayar will come, as his wife. They will go and save Ramanuja, right? That Uthsavam is called Anushthanakula Uthsavam in Kanchipuram. I want to share that Uthsavam. I'll also tell you a little bit of information background on that. And with that, we will be completing it. 3:16, I won't take more than 10 minutes, okay? Let me just go here. Yes. See this Perumal? He looks like Rama, right? Actually, he's not Rama. He's look like a hunter with the bow and the arrow. And on his right, that is Swami Ramanuja. And Swami Ramanuja's, I'm sorry, on his Perumal's left, it is Swami Ramanuja. And Swami Ramanuja's left, it is Swami Desikan, right? In Kanchipuram, any Utsavam that is done always has one basic thing. That is Swami Desikan. Always. Yeah, there's a continuous thing that all the Utsavam has that basic stuff. That is Swami Desikan. What is that? I'll tell you one instance. During the Brahmotsavam time, 6th day Utsavam in Kanchipuram is Nachiyar Tirukkolam. What is Nachiyar Tirukkolam? Anybody?
Dresses up as the
When
He dresses up
as Tayar.
Yeah, he will have the Alankaram of Tayar, right? Nachiyar Tirukkolam. And during the Nachiyar Tirukkolam in Kanchipuram, 6th day Utsavam, what will happen is Perumal will, I'm sorry, 5th day Utsavam, not 6th day Utsavam, 5th day Utsavam, Nachiyar Tirukkolam. When the Nachiyar Tirukkolam happens during the Brahmotsavam, you know what will happen? Perumal Shatari will be kept in the Sannadhi. What will come is Tayar Shatari will come along with Perumal. So that day, anything for everybody, because Perumal has taken the posture or the Tirukkolam of Tayar, even the Shatari will be changed and Perumal Shatari will be kept in the temple. Tayar Shatari will come. Perundevi Tayar Shatari will come as Perumal Tiruvadi to everywhere. You may ask me, well, that is kind of very interesting, unique thing. But where does Swami Desikan comes into this? You said that Swami Desikan is a common kind of theme for every Utsavam, right? I'll tell you. Because during that Utsavam, Kanchipuram Devadirajan will go all the way to Thupul. Thupul is Swami Desikan's Avatara Sthalam, right? In Thupul, Swami Desikan will get Tayar Tiruvadi as the Mariyada instead of Perumal Tiruvadi. You may ask me again, well, that is not something unique because Swami Desikan anyway, when he comes for the Puratasi Shravanam, he will go to Tayar Sanadhi, Perundevi Tayar Sanadhi, and he will do a Mangala Sasanam, and the Goshti will all recite Sri Stuti during that time. And during that time also, Swami Desikan gets the Shatari of Tayar, right? So there is nothing unique. Why do you want to, what is the unique in going Shatari with Perumal to offer to Desikan, right? You are right. During Mangala Sasanam, Tayar Shatari will be offered to Swami Desikan. But it will be offered to Uthsava Murti of Swami Desikan. So in order for the Mula Murti of Swami Desikan in Thupul to get Tayar Shatari, the only time is possible is during this Nachiyar Tirukkola Utsava. That is the only time it is possible. That is why the Periyava or the people in charge of the temple in Kanchipuram, they exactly designed this Utsavam so that the Shatari will have, the Perumal Shatari will be kept inside so that the Mula Murti that is installed in Thupul, right? That Swami Desikan should also get Tayar Shatari, because Perumal Shatari will always be offered whenever Perumal goes to Thupul, but Tayar Shatari will be offered once a year, and that was the reason why they were doing that. So the Anushtana Kola Utsavam, it's done always on the day after Iyalpa Satmarai. The Iyalpa will be done after the Iyalpa. So the Divya Prabandham, when it is after the Iyalpa is done, what will happen? After the Iyalpa Utsavam done, normally what will happen? Anybody? In Adhyayana Utsavam, after the Iyalpa is done, you will recite Desika Prabandham, right? So Perumal is doing honor for the Desika Prabandham on the day after the Iyalpa Utsavam. That's why this Utsavam is always Anushtana Kola Utsavam scheduled. So in the morning, Perumal will go to the place where Ramanuja brought water. Here is the place. Look at this one. Ramanuja is going to the place where that water, and that place is called Salai Kinare. Salai Kinare is the place where Ramanuja will bring water every day for Kanchipuram Devadirajan Sanadi. So he will go there, and a representative of that family will bring water for Perumal to Anushtana for the Thirumanjanam, and Perumal will have the Thirumanjanam. After that, Perumal will come to Thupul with Bhashyakarar. Swami Desigan will receive both of them, Perumal and Udayavar, both of them, and Bhashyakarar will actually give Bahumanam to Swami Desigan, and then Perumal and Ramanuja will leave Thupul. Anushtana Utsavam also requires a little bit more time, more explanation. We will again meet some other time, maybe in another 3 to 6 weeks, 4 weeks from now, and then we'll continue with this and the Swami Desigan Utsavam. But before I continue, I want to tell you one thing. The reason that I want to show you this Uthsavams is it's a beautiful, beautiful time. The one thing is hearing about all the stories about Perumal. But nothing is really great when you go and be there and participate in this Uthsavams and be with there and that experience that, the different things. It's just beautiful, beautiful experience. So that's what I want you to do. Maybe it's not possible for you to do for the entire year, but whenever you go to India, during the festival time, be there in the festival, enjoy and see what is going on. Ask them the questions, why it is being done this way, why it is not being done in a different way. Ask them the questions, because everything has a reason for that. And there are many, many Uthsavams. And whenever you have time, go and enjoy those Uthsavams, because that will make you to see that Perumal is so personal. He is not somebody sitting in a pedestal and above our reach. Perumal is definitely within our reach, with Srimad Adage Singer's grace, with our Acharya's grace. Yes, he is reachable, because these Uthsavams are meant to do that one. They bring Perumal to us. They bring, because we are not going to Perumal. Perumal is coming to us because of our Acharyas and our elders done this beautiful Uthsavams in different Divya Desams. Any questions? If not, we can conclude.
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead.
The representation of that family, how did they choose the representation person of their family?
They are generally done from the, if I'm not wrong, they are generally from the Tatacharya's family. Tatacharyas are all belong to a Gotram called Shatamarshana Gotram. Shatamarshana, they are all belong to the Nathamunigal Vamsam. The Kanchipuram temple administration was always with Tatacharya's family. There used to be a time where they will lock the temple. The temple keys will come to the main Tatacharya family, whoever has been entrusted they were the temple trustees. So it will come to their home, and then the next day morning, Archakas will take the keys from them and open the temple. That's how it is done. So if I'm right, they are from the Tatacharya's family.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, that boy Ranga, did Perumal save Ranga?
Of course, Perumal saved Ranga. So when Ranga came only, the party got confused. You came and ate food just now. You are asking me more food. How is that possible? Then the little boy said, no. I got swept away in the Kaveri river. I don't know. Somebody then pulled me out, and then I was able to come after 3 to 4 hours party. Just now I was able to come back home. And then she said, but somebody came and ate food. He was looking like you. I did not come party. And then she said, oh, it must have been Lord Ranganatha himself. So to symbolize that incident, even today, Perumal goes there and he will have curd rice, dadyonnam and manga and a little bit of spinach and everything.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Yep, it's very cool. Very cool Utsavam. Jiyapura Utsavam is just a beautiful Utsavam. The morning, how Perumal starts, and then how he crosses the Kaveri river and goes to different places. He finally reaches Jiyapuram. And the Jiyapuram, when the time Jiyapuram goes, it will be very, like in the middle of the Panguni Masam, it will be very hot. So he will have some cool drink. What is a cool drink he will have? Tender coconut water. Tender coconut water. He will have tender coconut water and he will also have panagam, but tender coconut water is his favorite, and he will have, Perumal will be have Ilaneer Amsaivaranga. Any other question? We have Swami Desigan Satamare Mangalasasana Utsavam. It has to be done all by itself from morning to evening, how the whole thing was designed. It's just beautiful Utsavam. We will talk about that some other time along with the Adhyana Utsavam.
I have been to a Brahma Uthsavam, Narasimha Brahma Uthsavam in Tiruvallikeni.
Yes, it's a beautiful Utsavam, Adage Singer's Utsavam. That Perumal is known as Adage Singer, right? In Tiruvallikeni, Telliya Singer, Adage Singer. That Utsavam is also a beautiful time. Yes, that would normally come in the month of June, July. That is the time that you will all have vacation. So you would have had the opportunity to, have seen that Brahmotsavam. Yes. So when time permits, when you get an opportunity, when you go to India, okay, go and enjoy any of these Uthsavams, whenever is possible. It will be crowded, but that is the fun, right? That is the fun. We want to mingle with crowd and see, and then how people are enjoying Perumal in the day and night, and across the river, above the river, how Perumal is just navigating to different places, how he is going to different locations. It's just beautiful. Everything is a beautiful. Every Divya Desam has this beautiful thing. We are, at some time we'll talk about the Mannargudi Utsavam. In Mannargudi, they have a Utsavam where they will take a lot of butter and they will throw at Krishna. The Mannargudi Rajagopala Perumal, they will just throw Perumal with lot of vennai. Perumal will be drenched in vennai and it's very hot. So it will become ghee actually. Perumal will look like as if he is sweating with a lot of butter. Whole day. It's very cool Utsavam in Mannargudi. I know you guys are excited about all these different Uthsavams. So when time permits, go there and enjoy this Utsavam. Okay? Kavitargi Simmaya Kalyana Gunasaline, Srimate Venkadesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaga, Vadidvipa Shirobanga Panchana Parakrama, Sriman Venkadanathari Charam Vijayatam Bhuvigi, Sri Ramanuja Siddhanta Nidharana Tananga, Adivan Chadagopakya, Indra Chedat Bhuvigi. Thank you. Namaste. Keshawaya Namaha. Keshava.
Keshwaya Namaha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ariyan Danyosmi Das.
Adiyan.